Hey guys, Typical Cycle Repair. Today we're going to be doing something that you see a lot of videos on, but I'm going to show you the right way to do it. I'm about to detail my Mini, and these headlights are just hideous. All right, they're absolutely horrible. You can see both of these are really in bad shape. So I'm going to show you guys how to clean these things up and get them looking like new again, the right way that's going to last the life of your car and not just for less than a year. Give you a quick idea, guys. I did these probably just buffing them. I did these less than a year ago just to prove this point that doing them like this does not last. All right, these were buffed like brand new less than a year ago. So let me go show you how to do them the right way. And here you can get a better view of what they look like. I've taken off the trim rings. If you're a Mini Cooper owner, you got to pop these little tabs off around the edges. It sounds like you're breaking them every time you do it, but pretty much you just get a screwdriver in behind it and pry it a little bit and just pop off the top ones, and then it just slides off the bottom. But yeah, this is how bad these things are. So let's get to it. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is sand it down with some 400 grit, dry paper, and an Air DA. All right, so before I get started sanding, I want to show you what happens to these. When these are new, all these plastic lights, they have a coating on here that protects from UV light and from contaminants. Over time, it gets worn down from the sun, road grime, and all the garbage that's on here. If you just strip this and polish it, you have no protection on that light, and it's not going to be able to fend off the UV rays or anything else, and it will fade quickly. So what we're going to do is strip all of this down and put another coating on it. You can see it picking up stuff on the pad. All right, so I'm going to switch. I'm going to grab another piece of paper and do the other light. All right, and that's what they will look like right now. So I'm going to back it up with some wet sandpaper. I always use a block. You should use a block so you don't get any sausage finger marks in there or anything. And I'm using some just 3M 600 wet. And I'm using a spray bottle that's got a little bit of Dawn in it to help the paper slide. Just a couple drops in there. It's real simple. We're looking for a nice, even, smooth slate finish. So I'm looking to make sure there's just all straight scuff marks and not swirls. Make sure I get all the DA marks out of there. That's good. All right, moving on to the scuff pad. All right, now I'm using a gray scuff pad with water and some of this, I'm using this Comet cleaner. Plenty of water. Make sure you get the edges good. Remember, we're not polishing. If we were polishing, you do a lot of different extra steps of sandpaper. You go from, 400 to 600 to 800 to 1,000 to 15 to 2,000, 2,500, whatever, and then you'd buff it. We're not doing that. You want it. It's got to have something to bite into to clear. You don't want to polish it all the way and then clear it, because your clear will just flake off. We all know, all body guys, if you're watching this, a gray scuff pad, you use this. This is what we use. If we're going to blend into, say, a door panel or another panel, you can use gray scuff pad, the same method I'm doing right here, and scuff the door, and the clear will bite into it no problem. So that's the basis behind this. So now we got a nice, smooth surface here. This is all going to get wiped down and cleaned. And that cleaner that I was using will get this super clean and get any wax or anything that was on this car prior to us doing this off. You want it to be nice and clean. Everything needs to stick to it. So, all right, so these are ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and mask up around the edge here, and then I'm going to get my table ready for painting. All All right, so we're all masked up, ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down with some of the plastic prep, and then we'll spray it with a plastic primer. First thing I'm using is some Omni. This is MX 192. It's a plastic cleaner. It kind of smells like rubbing alcohol. Alright, so what I'm using is a shop line. It's 2 parts of this to 1 part of the hardener. I'm using medium coat. Alright guys, so that's 2 coats. I'm going to put my 3rd coat on now. I've been letting about 7 minutes in between cure times, so here we go. That's 3 coats right there. I just laid it on. We're going to let this set up overnight and it'll be good to go. Alright guys, it's been 25 hours healing. These things are looking great. I got a couple little tiny dirt nibs in there. I don't even know if you can see them. That I'm not even going to worry about for a headlight. But, you know, I'm not in a spray booth here. I'm in a shop, as you can see. So I'm not going to worry about that. Let's unmask them, put the trim rings back on, the chrome trim rings, and I'll throw them on the car and show you what it looks like. Alright guys, so don't pay anybody to buff your headlights. That's only going to last about a year. It's a waste of money. Even the Xan wraps or whatever they put on, that clear coating that they stick on there, that doesn't last forever either. That turns color and it also cracks. The right way to do is to paint them like the way we just did, and it will last you for years to come, probably as long as you're going to have the car from this point on. And you can treat it just like paint. Let's go outside. I'm going to show you how it looks mounted on the Mini. Alright, back on the car. These things look incredible, like new again. Super nice. I can get back to detail in the car. Alright guys, so just a quick recap. I pulled the lights off here, I pulled the trim off, I sanded it with 400 dry, and then I sanded it with 600 wet, and then I took a gray scuff pad with a little bit of soapy water on there, scrubbed it real good. I hit it with plastic prep, which is basically rubbing alcohol, and masked it all up, and shot it with 3 coats of urethane clear. You don't have to use commercial grade clear out of a gun like I did. You can go to a paint supply shop and they'll give you a type of urethane clear that's the 2 parts of it, the hardener and the clear, and you pop a button on it, it mixes the 2 together, it's aerosol, and you can spray and do the same thing I did here. You don't have to have a commercial spray gun. So guys, hopefully this helps you out. It's a really simple process. It took me about an hour to do it on the lights, and then I let it dry overnight. So get your headlights looking good. Those things look brand new again, guys. Hopefully it helps you out. Please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for further notifications. Until next time, guys, this is TEPCO Cycle Repair.